Today we're testing out the Honda EM1 E 2023 model year e-scooter. It has 1.7 kilowatts of power. It can go a maximum of 45 kilometers an hour. And here we have it, brand new. I will show you the controls, the display and the storage space. So on the left hand side, first of all, we have the brake lever for the rear drum brake. I found a little surprise lever here. We have a lever here to lock it actually in place, this lever of the brake lever. And therefore we have a parking brake, which is pretty nice. We have a brake lever which goes onto the rear drum brake. But since it is CBS system, we do have full braking power on both brakes. And it is very powerful braking here with this one. We have the high beam and low beam switch here. We have a horn here. We have the blinker switch here. And that's everything on the left hand side. On the right hand side we have the throttle. We have the brake lever for the front disc brake. And we have the mode switch here. We have economy and standard. And we have the switch here to turn on the scooter itself. In the middle we have the inverted LCD display. At the moment, since we have the sun coming from the front, it's not so easily visible but still acceptable. We have a very good display here of the speed. Underneath we have a multi-data field which we can switch. We also have an indication of the side stand is down. We have the battery percentage here and we can switch from trip to clock and total, and that's all you can switch there. When it comes to storage space, in the front we have a very small cubby hole here. On the right we have the ignition switch and we have a USB connection here. We have a hook for your grocery bags here, and if we want to open up the seat we have to take this key. We have to put it underneath the seat here. And we can open up the seat and it looks like this. We have one battery inside. It weighs roughly 10 kilograms. And we have a little storage space here in the rear. It's not very much. You cannot fit a helmet there. Maybe some gloves, but that's about it. You also cannot put in two batteries like on the Yamaha. Only one battery and you can take it out. Also, actually, if you want to charge it, you have to take it out. You cannot charge it in the scooter itself. So we take out the battery here. So this is what the battery looks like. And yeah, it's not so heavy, so you can take it back up to your apartment and charge it there overnight. I will put it back in, then you can basically lock it fairly quickly. And it's easily done. You don't even need to connect any plugs or whatsoever. So this is the Honda electric scooter EM1 E 2023-2024 model year. And we'll take it out for a spin. Let's go. So first of all, to get on the scooter, the seat is very soft. So imagine that, because usually I always say something else. Also, the seat height is 740, I think, 740 millimeters, so very low. I am 175, 5'9". I can definitely flat-footed, that's no problem at all. And we have a very nice platform here for very big shoes and very big feet. That's the first impression of it, I would say. The second impression is that it's the steering, you know, the front is very, very light. I mean, the scooter only weighs 95 kilos, but especially I feel that it's very light in the front. And because of that, we might also get some scooter hopping or jumping, as I call it. So it, you know, it feels like a little bit like the front tire is not round. But that's with most of the smaller scooters, or even with bigger scooters as well. So in the front, once again, we have a hook here, we have a USB connection here, and we have a little cubby hole here. And we can get it started just by pushing the brake lever and the the start button here, and then we say it's ready. We can switch it to economy or standard mode, and that's everything. We had 100% already. I only went 4.5 kilometers now, and now we will go back to the dealer. Let's go. By the way, the top case that you saw maybe in the beginning is not included in the price. Yeah, you would have to pay for that extra. Let's try economy mode. Okay, we can go maybe to. We can still go up to 35 or something. So we'll rather put it in standard mode. We get about 30 to 40 kilometers of range, not very much. And to be honest, this EM1 e-scooter is very much comparable to the Yamaha Neos electric scooter. So I have full power now. And as you can maybe see, the front is hopping up and down. Maybe that is normal for a very light scooter, I don't know. And yeah, we don't have a really like a exaggerated, incredible, ludicrous amount of power, although the technical specs might say so with 90 Newton meters. I don't know how they measure the electric scooter torque, but definitely not how they measure the torque of combustion engines. You know, it's totally different. You cannot compare this one here with another bike or scooter. This is not comparable when it comes to the torque. The torque feels more like a 45 or 50 cc scooter with a combustion engine. And yeah, there's not much happening here, you know, but it doesn't have to, because you can only go 45 kilometers per hour. So, you know, it would be kind of insane if you had immense amount of torque. So let's try it out here on the cobblestone. It is actually not too bad. It feels good. It's nothing is rattling. I like it very much here. Nothing is rattling, not even the top box is rattling. That is very good. I like it. It is adequate, the acceleration for this kind of scooter, which goes a maximum of 45 kilometers an hour, but it is not insane. It is nothing special, you know. So don't be fooled by the 90 Newton meter, which they tell you on the website, which apparently is very important for them. But it's only a 1.7 kilowatt motor. If we compare it now to the Yamaha Neos, which I also test rode, I think, last year. All of the specs, okay, the Neos is even a little bit more powerful and might get a little bit longer range. But if you look at the price difference, you will be shocked, because Honda wants at least 5,500 euro for this one. And Yamaha has a reduced price at the moment of 3,500. So it's 2,000 euro. That's really crazy, actually. There's one thing I noticed when you get up and go, not when you ride, it's not a big problem, but when you get up and go, it's 0 or 1 for the acceleration. There's nothing in between really. You cannot really, you know, as it goes like whoop, whoop, very twitchy throttle. Of course, it doesn't really matter, because this is very, very low power, so it doesn't really matter. But still, I just wanted to have that pointed out. And yeah, the quality is, even though it is probably the smallest or the slowest scooter from Honda, it is good Honda quality. I cannot complain. Nothing really cheap. So everything is okay in this regard. And as I said before, the brakes are really good. It does not have ABS, but the CBS braking system, which goes front and rear, is very, very strong and powerful, very nice. The display, yeah, it's inverted. It depends. At times, you know, it might be a little bit difficult to see, but usually it is okay. It is okay. I cannot complain that much. The mirrors are round and wide angled, so you can see everything in them. I don't have any complaints there. As I said, everything looks good. The plastics, everything looks good. There are no sharp edges really here, which is also very important, because sometimes you get that on Chinese scooters. I'm sure this is also made either in China or maybe, I don't know. But I don't think it's made in Japan. But you know, it always depends. It does not depend if whether it is Chinese or whatever. It depends on what the quality is supposed to be. And this is good Honda quality. I have no complaints. So we have maximum power now at the moment. Yeah, and the street is a little bit going uphill. So yeah, I think according to the speedometer, around maybe almost 50, depending if you go up or down. But in real life, I'm sure it is 45 kilometers an hour. That is no problem. Yeah, from riding it, okay, we have 12-inch in the front, 10 in the rear, but it feels safe. Okay, there's a little bit of this hopping around in the front, which I don't really like. I know it from other scooters, but this one is quite dominant here. It almost feels a little bit like the tire is not round in the front. But other than that, you see, you sit nicely on it like on a toilet here. You can have enough room for your legs, you have enough room for your feet. I am 175, 5'9". I have no complaints here with the seating position. It is pretty nice. The display, as I said, you can easily read. This is the Honda EM1 electric scooter, and this is my test ride here. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Ride Out. Take care. Bye bye.